Hello, I'm Seema and welcome to part 5 of the videos titled Quantum Numbers and Orbitals. In this video, I plan to solve a few more problems before moving on in the next video to the shapes of the orbitals. Let us come to the problems. The first question is, using the SPDF notation, identify the orbital. Now that we know about the quantum numbers, let's just see what it means. N is equal to 1 means it's the first shell and L is the subshell. Let me just write down the notation again for the subshell. When the value of L is 0, it means the orbital is an s orbital. When it's 1, it's a p orbital. 2 is a d orbital. 3 is an f orbital and SPDF. 4 would be G and 5 would be H. So N is equal to 1 means it is the first shell and L is equal to 0. It means it's the S or S subshell of the first shell. So the orbital is a 1s orbital. N is equal to 3 and L is equal to 1. L is 1 means it's a p orbital and it's the third shell. So 3p would be the name of the orbital. N is equal to 4, it means it's the fourth shell, and L is 2, 2 means it's a d orbital, so it would be a 4d orbital. N is 4, again it's the fourth shell, and L is 3, it means it's an f orbital. So the orbitals are 1s, 3p, 4d and 4f. Move on to the next question. Which quantum numbers are not possible? N is 0. We'll move stepwise. We've been given the value of N, L, M and S. That is, you've been given the values of all the 4 quantum numbers and we have to see if this set of quantum numbers is possible or not. So we'll move stepwise. N is 0. N is 0. It means there is no shell. If there is no shell, then how can there be subshells and how can there be orbitals? So the very first one, the error is here, that this set of quantum numbers is not possible. N is equal to 0 cannot exist. Come to the next problem. N is equal to 1. N is 1, L is 0, ML is 0 and MS is minus half. If N is 1, it means it's the first shell. For N is equal to 1, what are the values of L possible? The values of L are from 0 to N minus 1. So 0, N minus 1 is 0. It means the first shell has only one value of L and that is 0. Okay, so this also ticks. This exists and the second step also exists. So now we come to the subshell, 0 exists, and for the value of L, what are the values of ML? The values of ML are plus minus L plus 1. So since L is 0, plus minus L would also be 0 or would be non-existent, and the plus 1 is actually the value 0. Therefore this also exists. Now if it has one orbital, now ML having a value of 0, in this orbital there should be 2 electrons, one having a positive spin and one having a negative half spin. It's the negative half spin, therefore it is possible. The second set of quantum numbers is possible. The next is N is equal to 1. It's the first shell and L should have values from 0 to N minus 1. 0 to N minus 1. But this should only have one value, that is 0. N minus 1 is also 0. Therefore a value 1 cannot exist. So the error is here itself. If this cannot exist, the subshell itself does not exist, this set of 4 quantum numbers cannot be existent. Then you have N is 2, it is the second shell. The second shell will have what values of L? L is 0 to N minus 1. So it should have 2 values of N, 0 and 1. And they've given us the value 1, which is right. If the value of L is 1, what are the values of ML? They should be plus minus 1 plus 1 value which is 0. So it should be minus 1, 0 and plus 1. and this value is 0, which means this is also correct. And then comes ms. Ms can be either plus half or minus half. And if these exist, then one of these would definitely exist. Therefore, this set of 4 quantum numbers is existent. They do exist. The next is the third shell. The third shell should have 3 subshells, but their values should be 0, 1 and 2. It cannot be 3. 3 means it's the F subshell or the F orbitals, and the third shell only has S, P and D. It cannot have F. Therefore, this is an error, and therefore this set of 4 quantum numbers are not possible. The last here, n is 3 and L is 1. For n is 3, the values of L should be 0, 1 and 2, and 1 is there, therefore this exists. And for a value of 1, L, ML should be minus 1, 0, plus 1. And this is 0, exists, plus half, it always exists, and therefore this set of quantum numbers is existent. Right? So this was the which set of quantum numbers are non-existent. Then we have only 2 sets, A and C are non-existent, all others are existent. Let's solve just one last problem now. How many electrons in an atom may have the following quantum numbers? N is equal to 4 and ms is equal to minus half. When he says n is equal to 4 and he has not given us the values of L or M, it means he's only talking of the 4th shell. And in the 4th shell, whatever is the number of orbitals, every orbital has 2 electrons, one of which is a minus half and one of which is a plus half. So, if I can calculate the total number of orbitals, that should be equal to the number of electrons which have a minus half quantum number, spin quantum number. Because the number of electrons in an orbital is equal to, the number of orbitals first in n is equal to 4 is given by the formula n square, right? And the number of electrons is given by twice n square. 4 square is 16 and number of electrons is 32, but out of these 32 electrons, only half of them actually have a minus half spin. And half of them should have a plus half spin. Therefore, we come back to the number, divide this by 2, you come back to the number 16. Therefore, you have 16 electrons in an atom which will have these 2 quantum numbers. That is, which will have the quantum number 4, which means they belong to the 4th shell and they have the spin quantum number minus half. I hope I'm clear. Now, n is equal to 3, it means it's the 3rd shell, and the value of L is 0. If L is 0, it means we are talking of the S subshell, and the S subshell has only 1 orbital. If it has only 1 orbital, N is 3 and L is 0 in the 3rd shell, the S orbital of the 3rd shell, S orbital of any shell has only 2 electrons. Therefore, an S subshell of the 3rd 3s subshell or orbital should have only 2 electrons. So that solves our questions on quantum numbers and orbitals. We will now move on to the shapes of orbitals. Thank you for watching. Please keep returning for more videos in chemistry, and if the video helped you, please like it, subscribe to my channel, refer it to friends, and keep coming back for more videos in chemistry. Thank you for watching.